Good morning everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to review and install the large grates from LSS MODS. We purchased them a while ago and took delivery of them a couple of days ago. So we're going to do the install and set up. One of the reasons I decided to look at getting these is the shelf space in the 1050. You've got a top rack, middle rack and then your bottom grates. So they're shorter than what these that I have purchased. My intention is whenever I cook, if I do like two racks of ribs, I don't usually have enough room for two racks on the one shelf, because usually I get them quite big. So my intention is to install these and give me an idea and give me a more of a level, I suppose you could say, cooking area and temperature, which means setting it at 250 for example, maybe a wee bit hotter at the bottom, and then perhaps slightly cooler around here. So if putting these racks in will give me more room, and I'll be able to put just about everything I want on the middle shelf, and then I'll have the top shelf as well. So first things first, we need to unbox unpack the crates, and then we need to wash them in some warm dishwashing liquid. I'm assuming that's to sort of wash off any other, perhaps chemical or something. So let's get started with that. Okay, so we shall start. First thing first, we need to, we've already opened up the box and had a little blow piece. So first thing we come across is a nice set of instructions telling us what to do, how to install them, what models they're for. They seem to be quite simple instructions. The next thing we have here is the brackets. Now these brackets are designed to supplied and designed to suit these LSS MODS brackets. Stainless steel, good quality. You might notice there's two sizes. So these ones being for the middle shelf and these ones being for the top shelf. Mounting screws, mounting sleeves, and then you'll slot them in, which will come to fruition a bit later. Get rid of some of the packing here. And we come across our first set of grates. Well, these look quite sturdy built to me. I mean, they're made of stainless steel. He's listed them as commercial grade racks, and you can see they are quite considerably bigger than what's already in there. And feels like there's a bit of an oily film over the top of them too, so it might be part of the manufacturing process as to perhaps why we need to wash them. Getting rid of some of this. Both sets of grates are the same size, so they're not made any. My apologies. They are. I'd say the top. That one would probably be for the middle, and that would probably be for the top. So for now, let's get these washed up, and I'll get rid of some of this packaging, and then we'll look at removing the old grates from the unit first. So we'll be back shortly. Okay, so cleared away the packaging. I've left the box here, so I've got something to sit them on. The brackets are there, so over there we've just got some warm water with a bit of a tray big enough to put the grates in, and I've just used some dishwashing liquid, so we will give these a clean, a wash, and then maybe a rinse, dry them off, and then we will, as I say, then we'll remove the old grates and get ready to put the new ones in. So we'll be back shortly. Alright, so here we are. We've washed our grates, and we've given them a rinse off with some cold water. We've just got them around the corner there draining off before we install them. So the next step for me to do is to remove the grates and then take the old brackets off. There's a couple of screws that we need to undo, and then when we go to install the new brackets, we will use our existing screws. So quite simple. Just take the grates out, pop them to one side, and I do believe that once these new brackets are installed, they will still take the old grates. So if you did still want to have the use of your old grate shelves, then it's quite possible and quite feasible to do that. So what I will do now is I'll now have a bit of a look inside, just make sure that nothing's too heavy laden with grease or oil. So I'll have a quick inspection, if need be a bit of a clean up, and then we'll remove the brackets and get ready to put the new ones in. Alright, so we've removed our old grates. We've had a bit of a look inside. Everything seems to be quite good. Not a great deal of excess grease or fat, so that'll help us avoid fat fires. Now, might pay, not pay, but what I also brought the sausage rack from LSS MODS some time ago, and they came with a set of brackets. So I've already removed the original brackets for the top shelf and replaced it with the ones for the sausage rack. So these will now come out, and then the new ones will go in. So it will probably be testament as to whether they should still fit. If anything, it may sort of maybe a little bit too long. So okay, so let's we've sorted out our tools. So let's now go through and remove our brackets. Quite simple. Just have the right screwdriver, and we just undo the screws. I won't go through the whole kit and caboodle. I'll just get perhaps just take the top ones off. Here we go. So very simple. Probably a word of advice: don't have the fumbles like I do, because otherwise I'll end up dropping the screws, and I probably won't find them. So we'll pop them over there, and we'll take the other one off. There's the screws. So that's just a simple shelf, just a simple sleeve shelf. So I'm assuming the other ones are the same. So, but it's the bottom ones that will be the originals. So we'll take those off, and we can have a look at those, and we'll do the other side. And then we'll come back. Just pop the screws over there. So there's your original shelf, and they've got a couple of ridges there, so because the original shelves actually sort of just lock into place, whereas these new ones will just slide in normally. So what I'll do now is we will endeavour to I'll take these other two brackets out, and then we'll install the new ones. Okay, so we have taken all of our old brackets off, and we've now got the new ones out. Now, as I mentioned, there is two sizes for these, and there is also a left and a right. So you need to make sure that you put them on the corresponding side. So I had just a quick check. They actually won't fit if you do happen to get them mixed up. So there's your the top shelf, as I mentioned, which is slightly smaller. That will sit up the top there, just underneath the lip, and that's where your top shelf will fit. And then your bottom, your middle rack shelf, middle rack bracket just sits on there like that. And then the grates will actually just slide in there. And as I mentioned, with the originals, there is actually a ridge, as I showed you before, for them to lock into. So, but with these, there's no manufactured ridge in there, so they'll just slide straight in. Now there was no washing or anything needed for the brackets, but one thing I will do once I do have the brackets dried off, I will give them a coat of vegetable oil, and I'll actually season them by turning up by having the heat on them in the smoker for a time, but I won't have any smoke with it. So it may not be necessary to do that. It doesn't say anything in the instruction leaflet from Luke, but I think they are stainless steel, so they will last you a lifetime, and it's just my way of a little bit of extra protection for them. So okay, on that note, let's go through and we'll get the brackets installed. So what I'll do is I will go through the process of installing one side, and then we'll go through and do the other side without having to go into making the video too long. So we've just got our first screw in there. Quite simple, just pop him up the top, line your holes up, and get things but I wouldn't do them up completely tight, because you might just need a little bit of adjustment, and plus it helps if you have your screwdriver turned the right way. Yes, this does come with bloopers. So we've got now we've got the screwdriver in the right way, we can actually do this properly. So a little bit of humour. So I've not tightened them up properly. And one thing Luke did say is you may, depending on I suppose the age of your unit that you have, there may be a little bit of play, a little bit of movement in the grates when we do install them, but I should imagine it's not going to be a huge amount, because they are custom made for this unit. So okay, let's get our next bracket in, and this is quite a very simple process. There's no major excessive work to do them, which is the beauty of I think of Luke's goods and his upgrades and his mods. Very simple to install. I did have a look at some other people who do supply mods for these smokers, but I was happy with the design and the look of these from LSS Mods. So I went through and I brought these over what I had seen. These come in at 175, if I'm not mistaken. That's US, which came down to about 388 Australian dollars. So for me, it was a no-brainer. Yes, I could have gone local, but as I said, I liked the design and I liked the look of these ones, so I went through and brought them. So right, so we've got the left-hand side in. We will now go and I'll just put the right-hand side in, and then we'll actually install the grates themselves. We'll be back shortly. Right, so we have the new brackets installed, and as I said, there's a left-hand side and there's a right-hand side. Now I haven't tightened these up totally for the reason, just in case when I do install them and I go to close the lid, we actually have it touching the lid. So Luke has thought about this, and he's put elongated mounting holes in the brackets, so you do have a bit of movement to slide back or slide forward in case they do rub against the cover of the unit. So what I'll do now is I'll go through and dry off the grates, the shelves, racks, sorry, and then we'll give them a trial run. Okay, so we've tightened up our brackets, we've done our dry run, closed the lid, everything's running smoothly, nothing's touching. So let's go through and we will install the grates themselves. So we have the middle rack first. He's put them on top. So he was simply just slot them in. And they go right through to the back, and then the top shelf, which is slightly smaller, will go on the top, and there we have it. There's the grates. They're not right. Well, I should imagine you can't see inside, but they will give us a lot more cooking space, and for me, as I mentioned, it will mean I'll be able to have more on the one shelf. I can either cook on the bottom, the middle, or the top. Naturally, now if you have thicker pieces of protein, as in rolled pork roast or things, briskets, you've got plenty of clearance in the bottom. Then if you do need to use the top or the middle rack, you simply just take that out and you're off. So what I'll do now is, now that I've got them installed, and must admit they do look quite impressive, and as I mentioned, I'm going to give them a coat of oil, vegetable oil, and I'm going to season them. So what I'll do now is I'll come back shortly and we will see if the original racks will fit. So we'll be back. Okay folks, so we took the new ones out, and as you can see, the original grates do fit. Probably just a little bit wonky, but you can use them. By the time they will take it, and probably just in this instance they're a little bit tight, but the middle brackets, old brackets, are skinnier than what Luke has supplied for these. But on saying that, there is actually some little stemmed legs on them on the originals. So he's quite possibly thought about that as well. So I think all in all, it's been a very good purchase for me. So what I'll do now is I will take the old ones out. We'll put the new ones in, and then we'll round up this video. Right, so folks, to round this out, I initially I've brought quite a few mods through Luke, and when he released these, I was quite happy with, as I mentioned, I was quite happy with the look of them, and the fact that they're stainless steel, so they won't rust. As I rounded up, the installation process went very well, very simple, easy to identify left from right, so there's minimal chance of getting it mixed up, and they certainly look good. Price wise, I'm very impressed with. Looking at an Australian or Western Australian fabricator, price comparison, I have not seen a set of racks designed and manufactured like these. They are slightly different ones. Price wise, they come in at around about the same price. So just to finish things off, I will close this down. And we had a little bit of knocking there, but as I say, there is movement in them, so they will move and have a little bit of give. And that clunking you can hear is just the vent that I have at the back. So I hope this has helped a few people to make their mind up, possibly, and it'll be going up on the channel as soon as I get a chance to upload it, and I might put it up on a couple of groups that I belong to. So to everybody that has watched the video, thank you for watching. To all my subscribers, thank you for staying, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. And once again, if you like what you see, like the video. If you feel free, please subscribe to the channel. And on that note, thank you for watching.